So we just got back from Miami. We literally just touched down, and we haven't gone home yet. Let me kind of just back up a little bit. So whenever we got to Miami, I think it was like the first day or the second day, I noticed like I felt something in my stomach, and my stomach was like kind of hurting, and like I felt like a lump. It's like weird. I don't know what it is. So I tried to ignore it, but it didn't go away. So I called my doctor and I was like, hey, yesterday I called my doctor and I was like, hey, I have this like lump in my stomach. I don't know what it is. And they were like, well, you should probably go, to like the urgent care. And I was like, well, I'm in Florida. And they're like, well, you should probably go. And I was like, well, can I wait till I get back? And they're like, I'm not really gonna tell you that. You should probably go, you know what I mean? Like, go right now. So that was last night. So I was like, man, about to hop on this plane tomorrow. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till we get home. So we just got home and we're literally sitting in front of the hospital right now. I got to go in there, and I'm kind of nervous because
we're going to the emergency room.
Yeah, we're going to the emergency room.
Yeah, I was like, you should not play with that at all.
So I don't really know what to think. Definitely nervous because I've never really had anything wrong with me, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was telling me about it a couple days ago, and you can actually physically see it. It looks like it's about this round, and
it's like the size of a golf ball. It's like that big.
It's a little bit bigger than a golf ball, actually, and it's protruding out of his stomach. It's literally protruding out, like you can see it. I was trying to touch it, and he was like, ow, like, he didn't know what it was, and of course he Googled stuff, and it was scary stuff that came up that it could be, and I was like, don't assume it's that or this or whatever. Go and find out. And that's when he called his doctor and they said, no, you need to go to the emergency room.
So the weird thing about this is I felt this a couple weeks ago. Like Winter was like, Winter kind of got on my, she kind of like, I was sitting on the couch and he came up to like get on me or whatever. And I was like, ooh, I kind of felt it, right? But then I thought it was gas, and then it did go away. It didn't bother me. And all of a sudden, just like boom, in Florida, like I felt it again. I was like, what the hell? I'm trying to stay positive, you know what I mean?
I hope it's not anything bad. I'm like nervous for you. I hate going to the doctor, the hospital, anything, especially when you have something where you don't know what it is, because like your brain is always thinking about the worst that it can be.
And Google is not good when you have like a problem.
No.
So so I'm nervous. Yeah. I just got to get in here and find out what it is. I mean, period.
I'm scared for you, because it's like I'm like thinking, what can it be? Then I start Googling, and it's like 2 people Googling is not good, because I was reading the worst case scenario stuff, and of course his mother and his sister both died from cancer. And it's just like, oh, it's just so scary. So, but you know what? Oh my God, somebody's getting arrested. Literally, guys, in front of us, someone is actually getting arrested. He just put her in the car, the police car right there. What the heck?
Well, what probably happened was she probably got in trouble, and then they probably
my goodness.
No. So she probably wasn't getting arrested. What probably happened was she probably did something like a crime, and they had to bring her to the hospital, and now he's taking her to jail.
Oh wow! I was gonna say, my goodness, he just put her in the police car. Nervous?
Very.
It's gonna be okay. God's gonna make everything all right. Don't worry. Keep your head up.
This is the full-size one, because he's got a giant vein. You hear that, TV? He's got big old muscles and some giant veins.
Oh, he likes the big muscles part. I don't know about the giant veins.
Blush. Here you go. So step by step.
Oh my God, I'm scared. I can't even watch it.
Heel your IV hand.
I hate it.
Get this hand out of here.
Do you feel any pain?
It's cold, but it's fine.
Oh, I hate that feeling when it's cold. Oh, you can like literally feel it running through your veins. Literally.
This thing still hurts too.
It still hurts?
Yeah, I don't really want to like move my arm too much. Yeah, so they took my blood, as you guys saw. I think this thing hurts. And,
don't move so much.
And
you get used to it though.
Yeah, and I have to do a CT scan. So the good news is that CT scan came back and that it wasn't. Everything looked good except for I guess I have a hernia. in my upper abdomen. So that's good. Like, I'm very thankful because it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be anything bad, like where I got a wife, I got 2 daughters to raise. Like, I don't want nothing bad, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, it's a hernia. I guess they're gonna feel if, I guess how bad it is. If it's bad enough, like, I have surgery right now.
Because I was worried, you know. I was like, uh-oh. You know, I was trying not to think about it because I was like, okay, hopefully it's nothing bad because I know the history of, like, his family and, you know, certain things. But then all along, I was pretty much thinking hernia. But, you know, sometimes your brain goes for the worst. And so just think happy thoughts. Just think fairy tales. Just think everything perfectly fine. That's what I did when I was going through my C-section. I was just trying to think about all the happy things in the world. It didn't really work though. It didn't work for me.
I know you had kids, so it's like, this ain't nothing.
True, but I didn't have a kid vaginally. But I did have a kid C-section wise, and to me it's just as scary.
Yeah, I saw you go through some pain, so.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die. That's a whole nother story. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that when you were having a C-section, but I thought that I was dying. And I freaked out, and I had told the nurse that I was dying, and she said, no, you're not. And she was like, you're fine. And she was looking at the things, and she said, I don't see anything on my end. And I was like, I'm dying. And I freaked out, guys. I freaked out. So when I can't tell you, be calm, because I know what it feels like to, like, not know what's going on with you. So I get that, you know, it's a scary situation.
Yeah, well, especially because my mom died of cancer. My mom died of pancreatic cancer. My sister died of brain cancer. So it's like,
yeah,
it's like a big fear.
Like I said, it's kind of unusual because usually hernias, it's called a ventral abdominal wall hernia, so it's in that spot. Usually hernias like that are, I think it's moving. Sorry.
What causes hernias?
Various things. Sometimes they're from previous surgeries. Sometimes they're from like people who are obese, stuff like that can get them. It's obviously not your issue. But, sometimes people just get them from whatever reason. Sometimes if people deal with like constipation, they strain a lot. Some people just get them and don't really know why.
What about like heavy lifting?
Yeah, that can certainly cause it. Usually those are more in like inguinal, like lower down, as opposed to ventral. But yeah, that certainly could cause it. So what a hernia is when there's a defect in that wall. Sometimes the stuff that's in can come out. So a lot of times we worry about stuff like intestines coming out, because if they come out, they can get pinched and cause like a blockage, and that obviously causes problems. The other thing is like what can come out is just like fat or tissue. So it's not really intestines. It's just like the other stuff, like the padding in your like intestines basically, and that can come out and cause basically this. So what I think is going on is some of that fat came out and it's kind of pinched. So it still like has a blood supply and everything, but it's kind of pinched. So that's why it's kind of getting hard and swollen, and that's why it's hard to get back in basically. A lot of times people will say they've had these before where they notice it and it's just like a little thing they can push back in. But sometimes if it gets stuck there and gets hard, then they can't move it.
I can take hernia. I just can't take, you know what I mean, the other stuff I don't like to say. But
I'm glad that you.
if it's a little surgery I have to do, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So he tried to push it back in. He couldn't push it back in. So he went and talked to the surgeon, and looks like I'm having surgery today. I mean, it's fine. I gotta get it done.
I know they're gonna cut you. They're gonna cut you. He said.
Yeah. So it takes. I think
Cut
it's
you
like
open.
I think it's like a couple hours. And I don't even know if I think I might. They basically said that. So they're gonna do the surgery. It's a couple hours, and they usually like to keep the person here for the night. So
Yeah.
I may not be going home tonight. Dang, I really want to go see the girls, but you know what?
I know.
That's
I was
fine.
thinking. I was like,
I'm
we
good.
literally been gone for almost a week away from the girls, and then now you get to stay an additional day here. I know, and I was thinking, I'm such an idiot. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave and go get you some food. And he was like, he can't eat.
Yeah.
I was literally about to go. I was like, hey, you want me to bring you something back? And he's like,
definitely
literally,
not.
don't eat anything. So that's out. Well,
Yeah. I mean, look.
I can go home and send pictures of the girls to cheer you up.
No, I just want to wait till I get home.
Well,
This is gonna make me sadder.
I wish I
That's
could
okay, I'm
stay
not
with
sad.
you, and I would stay with you. I'd probably
I mean,
get something to eat and come back.
You can come back up here and hang
Yeah,
out.
I'll
whatever,
come back
but-
up here with you. I'm actually heading out to the car to get Travis's backpack because he has to stay here for the surgery. I'm back in the car right now. I have to actually go back inside, but it's kind of windy, so I can't really talk outside. But I have to grab Travis's backpack because he has to stay, potentially stay overnight. And so he's got his charger in there and some other things that he needs to stay the night. So I'm gonna grab that and go back in. And yeah, whew, crazy. I am glad he's, you know, gonna get the surgery right away and get taken care of. But I'm a little nervous, and he's a little nervous too, which he doesn't really like to show. But I know he's nervous. But I said a prayer for him, and you know, we prayed together, and I think everything's gonna be okay. He's just never been in this position before, and I get it. He's never had a surgery like this ever. So I'm hoping everything goes well, because I don't know what I would do if anything happened to Travis. I mean, I love him so much, and the kids love him so much, and it's just the thought of it. Cry.
I just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction.
Okay. Got your gown on. Alright, so I'm gonna have you tuck in here. I need to get your blood pressure. We're gonna put you on a little heart monitor here.
Okay.
Contact lenses? No. Compression devices that help with blood flow and circulation while you're in surgery. So they'll hook that up and they'll basically just kind of squeeze, release.